Okay, so welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the top AI trends this year in 2022. So, Luca, would you please start us off with the first one, which is really big right now, the bigger and better language modeling? How does that work?
Well, NLP has been around for a long while, but since the introduction of a new system called
Hmm.
GPT by OpenAI, this field has really seen a renaissance because of the performance that are outstanding. So this year, OpenAI launched yet another version of this incredible system that is called GPT-3. And
Hmm.
guess what? We are talking about a mega model, a gigantic model with more than 170 billion parameters. And think about these parameters are little knobs that needs to
Hmm.
be fine-tuned in order to learn a language like English or French, etc. So the this is a consolidated trend. So bigger models for better performance. And again, I would strongly encourage everyone who is listening to give it a try. Even if you're not an expert machine learning engineer, you could do that. You could just Google GPT-3 OpenAI, and you will see that these models can be used in a humongous number of, in a very long list of different ways.
Hmm.
One is to generate new text, so you can essentially input an existing sentence or an existing blog post, and you would get another one which is either rephrased or highly inspired by the input. The second trend that we also surfaced was about the extensive application of AI in HR and more broadly speaking in the creation and management of workforce. And we're talking about a trend that is consolidating around three main departments in the company of the future. Marketing, it's the first one, and this is exactly the kind of applications that we have already seen for standard marketing use cases. So you want to advertise a job, what you do is you're using targeting or retargeting to put your job offer in front of the right people or the right candidates. Then there are also other smarter tools or smart tools to select the most appropriate candidates, to interview them, to pre-screen them, and the list goes on and on. But before I get stuck, as usual, in these examples that are very technical but also very exciting, I would like to give to Michelle the opportunity to think and talk, walk us through the final trend, which is about the metaverse. And we know that the metaverse at the moment is still a buzzword. The use cases are still very suspicious. It's very hard to understand where the value is, but certainly there are going to be niches that are more promising than others. So what are these niches, Michelle, and how do you think AI could really help the metaverse to take off?
All right, so as you've said, the metaverse is still very vague and like very fuzzy for all of us. But one thing that they've really predicted is that because the metaverse is the way that it is, it's really going to be a very wide world, right? There's going to
Mhm.
be a lot of things that people can do. They can go shopping, they can like take their children to places they've never been to via this virtual world. So there's going to be a lot of choice paralysis, which is to say, if you're going to sit down in front of the computer and go into the metaverse for 1 hour, what is the most optimum thing that you can do, right? So in this way, AI is being brought in to make the move from one metaverse to the other part of the metaverse more seamlessly, right? To make it more efficient for your time. And another thing is that they're really trying to incorporate blockchain, which allows the data to be moved from one place to the other, to the different ledgers and the different sharing, to make all of these connections more easier, if that makes sense. And because of all of this freedom of choice, you will have that conundrum of, okay, where am I going to go? I need to know exactly what is on that side, what is on this side, right? And in this way, so the new users will need an introduction. So here they're trying to incorporate AI to create digital tour guides that really distills what one part looks like and what the other part looks like, so that when you go in for that 1 hour a day, hopefully only 1 hour, right? You really know what you're doing. You're able to maximize the time that you spend in the metaverse.
If I understood correctly, then you're talking about AI for creating optimal and customized experiences in the metaverse. Does that
Yes,
sound
exactly.
right?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, Michelle, thank you very much. We talk about these three trends. This is an episode or a format of an episode that we're going to use in the future because these trends are evolving and they're evolving very fast. So it's important to highlight highlight
Hmm.
them, keep track of them, and then maybe do a little bit of testing. So let's see if these trends in 2 years time or maybe next year will still be actual. Thank you very much. Thank you everybody for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.